I'd like to state that no brainees or insects were harmed in the making of this program, and that none of the training you're about to see be attempted unless under expert supervision.
8 brainees, 1 challenge. To use complex mass of 100 billion cells we call brain for chance to win Brain-Jitsu black brain belt. This is Brain-Jitsu. Born in Lancashire, trained in Japan, with mind as sharp as samurai sword. He is Brain Master. He is the sensei.
Konnichiwa, and welcome to Brain-Jitsu. Mental training specially designed to boost brain power and focus. My trainees, or brainees, have been following a basic programme of training in the comfort of their own home. A brain-boosting routine of exercise, sleep, and enough fruit and veg to stock a greengrocers.
I've done a lot of training, so I feel very confident and I think I'm going to beat everyone.
I'm not really nervous, I'm more totally terrified.
I'm really confident because I used to do karate and I know I'm going to win that black belt. Come on!
Now my brainees must put their training into practice by testing a part of their brain we use every day.
Level 1. Yellow vault.
Take a look at my very cluttered garage. Now, try to find the little rubber duck. Spotted, eh? Congratulations! You've just used your occipital lobes. This area, the seeing part of our brain, allows us to recognise and separate images from each other. The 7 brainees who use their occipital lobes the best will be allowed to enter my Brain-Jitsu dojo, where their training will continue. The one who fails will be left outside. Oh, feel the burn.
Enter the dojo!
Brainees must first answer 4 questions by counting the different faces on the board in front of them. Get the questions right and they'll be left with a 4-digit code, which they must then use to unlock a piece of brain and secure their place in the dojo. But with only 7 pieces of brain and 8 brainees, one of either Florence, Jamal, Catherine, Timothy, Ella, Jack, Francesca or Jagraj will be left outside and eliminated. The atmosphere in the noodle bar is hotter than a spicy tuna hand roll as the 4 questions are revealed. How many blue faces have ears? How many red faces have 1 ear? How many smiley faces have freckles? How many red smiley faces are there? The code our brainees are looking for is 1159. The order in which they unlock their piece of brain will decide the order our brainees take part in the levels to come. The brainee who does not complete this challenge will be eliminated. Jack is first up, with Francesca, Catherine and Jamal close behind him. But have they got the right code? No, they have not. Jack is on his way back to the noodle bar, while Jagraj is about to have his first crack at the brain. Don't forget, the code our brainees are looking for is 1159, as there is 1 blue face that has ears, 1 red face with 1 ear, 5 smiley faces with freckles, and 9 red smiley faces. So, Jack's cracked it first, with Timothy following close behind. Catherine, Florence and Francesca secure their place in the dojo. Leaving Jamal, Ella and Jagraj to battle it out for those 2 final pieces of brain. Don't be distracted, Ella. Concentrate on finding the right answers, not on how well Jamal is doing. Hey, and stay calm. That correct code again is 1159, and Jamal's got it right. But Ella is close to tears at the realisation there's only 1 piece left. Both brainees have got an answer at the same time, but Jagraj gets there first. Has Ella's Brain-Jitsu journey ended so soon? Jagraj is wrong, and Ella grabs her last chance with both hands, and it pays off. Jagraj is gutted. He's out, and Ella's in. So, as 7 enter the dojo for a chance to survive 6 more grueling levels of brain training, for Jagraj, the dream of the black brain belt has ended before it even started.
I feel really upset because I'm the first one to be eliminated of the whole competition. I think Francesca can win the black belt because she's got 100% confidence.
So, with 6 levels to go, only Jack, Timothy, Catherine, Florence, Francesca, Jamal and Ella have achieved the first of their coloured brain belts.
When I came second and I realised, I felt really relieved. It's a really good feeling once you know you've actually done it.
Well, it was really dramatic. I mean, there was so much pressure.
Tim was only a minute maybe behind me, so I say he's probably going to be a bit of competition.
Brain-Jitsu.
In this next level of training, things are going to get really hard.
Level 2, orange belt.
We do things every day without even thinking about it, like using the remote control for the telly. But try turning up the volume with the hand that you don't normally use. Go on, a lot more harder, isn't it? If you manage to do that, you're using part of your brain that deals with problem solving, the frontal lobes. And that's what level 2 is all about. Taking something you normally do without thinking and doing it differently. Work it. To prepare them for using their frontal lobes in the next challenge, my brainees are going to need some training.
Room of mental nourishment.
The room of mental nourishment is where our young hopefuls will train their brains to help them progress to the next levels of the dojo. The more seriously our brainees take the training, the better prepared they'll be for the challenges that lie ahead. And in level 2, that challenge is all about getting their brains to think in a new way.
Brain training. Write the name of the brainy you think will win the black belt. Write backwards using the hand you don't normally write with.
Could you write yourself? Well, if you want to be shown as completely immodest, sure you can. Can you write an abbreviation of their names? Like if I was to write you, can I put Fran?
No, I hate Fran. No.
Okay, well not Fran, but you know what I mean. A mirror. Someone get a mirror.
Great balls of sushi. There seems to be some sort of rivalry between Francesca and Ella. So, our brainees are writing backwards with the wrong hand. This will help them think in a new way by getting them to use their frontal lobes. Feisty Francesca has the right idea. For those who are struggling, here's a training tip.
Picture the word in front of you before you write it. Think about each individual letter. Is that it?
Yeah, this guy's doing a capability jump off the cliff.
Tim seems to be practicing his doodling, not his writing.
I don't know if I could draw as well with my left hand, and I thought I might as well give it a try, and it turns out I'm quite good at it.
If you want to work your frontal lobes at home by writing backwards, just like Jamal is right now, it'll help you improve your all-round focus.
Jack got voted the most. I think it's because he's just got a short name.
But Tim's got a shorter name.
Yeah, but Timothy's his full name. Anyway, yeah, but also Jack's quite confident.
Can I get the black belt? None of you, it's all gonna be me.
I think it might be either Jack or Ella. I think Ella really wants to win. She's got that kind of drive.
Thank you. Is that a good thing? Don't worry, I will kill to get that one like somebody.
Oh, come on.
Will Jack the lad's confidence see him take first place 2 challenges in a row? Will artistic Timothy's lack of training lead to elimination? And will feisty Francesca and ambitious Ella come to blows? There's only one way to find out. It's time for our brainees to really put their training to the test. Guardian of the dojo and task adjudicator the Shihan will now demonstrate the level 2 challenge.
Spell backwards. Step forward.
To stand chance of gaining orange belt, 7 brainees must now think in reverse. Shihan will show them picture. They have to say what is. That is cat. Then they spell word backwards. T-A-C. Get right and our brainees can step forward. Get wrong and they stay put. Brainees can choose length of word they want to spell backwards. Longer word, more time they get to answer. 3 seconds for 3-letter word, up to 6 seconds for 6 letters. More letters, more steps towards destination. There is slight advantage to going first in challenge, but order Brainies take part is order they completed level 1. Whoever not finish will be eliminated from the dojo.
My brainy tip here is to imagine the whole word and then break it down into groups of letters. Hoo! Hoo! Work those frontal lobes.
4. Pear. R-A-E-P.
You do get something for a pair in this game, Jack the lad. 4 steps towards the finishing gong.
4.
4 letters for artistic Timothy.
Fire. E-R-E-F.
Oh, it's wrong. Drawing instead of training just cost you 4 steps towards your orange belt, Tim.
4. Door. R-O-O-D.
Catherine sails through.
6. Spring.
Florence will have a real spring in her step if she gets 6.
G-N-I-R-S.
Oh dear, Florence was quiet in the training and the gamble hasn't worked for her.
5. Bread. D-A-E-R-B.
Feisty Francesca gets a confident 5.
4. Shoe. E-O-H-S.
It's a shoe-in for Jamal, 4 steps.
4. Ring. G-N-I-R.
So, Ambitious Ella finishes the first round a step behind rival Feisty Francesca. Round 2 sees a full house of correct answers for her brainies, leaving Jack the lad in pole position to take the first orange brain belt.
4. Bell. L-L-E-B.
It's Ching Ching Jackpot for Jack the lad as he takes first place once again. A whole run of correct answers means Catherine is second to reach the podium. Francesca takes third and Jamal comes in a respectable 4th. That just leaves Ambitious Ella, Artistic Timothy and Florence to battle it out for the last 2 orange brain belts.
3. I-E-Y-E.
Oh aye, Ambitious Ella is through. Florence's future in the dojo could depend on Artistic Timothy's next answer.
4.
He's gone for the safe 4. The pressure is intense.
Tent. T-N-E-T.
He's got it. So, Timothy's in and Florence is out. She must hand over her yellow belt to the Sheehan and leave the dojo.
Walk of eternal regret.
I do feel disappointed because I wanted to get to the 3rd round. I think it went wrong because I was rushing the first word I took. I got nervous and shaky and I forgot to visualise the word before I spelt it. I think Jack's going to win it because he's really confident.
So, with 5 levels to go, only Jack, Timothy, Catherine, Francesca, Jamal and Ella have gained their orange brain belts.
It was excellent. I came first again, which gave me a confidence boost.
Quite nervous to begin with because usually I'm not very good at spelling, so I just chose the 4-letter words, but now I'm really relieved.
Brain-Jitsu. Brainy, not so brainy.
Who's the clever clogs and whose brain needs a lot more training? First up, astronauts. This exclusive group is made up of some of the brightest bods on Earth. In 1969, astronaut Neil Armstrong stepped onto the moon uttering the immortal words, "One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." I wonder if that was off the top of his head. Here's another group. No, not McFly. Oi, get your hair cut. These lot, the Sahara Marathon runners. These balmy boys and babes think nothing of legging it 4,500 miles across the Sahara Desert in temperatures well over 100 degrees. Phew! And it takes these jokers 100 days to reach the finish line, if they ever get there. I'm tired just thinking about it. Brainy astronauts, not so brainy Sahara runners.
Brain-Jitsu.
Pressure in Brain-Jitsu Dojo rising. Now, just 6 young hopeful remain to compete under watchful eye of Shihan. Artistic Timothy, who scraped through last round after drawing in training. Catherine.
My tactic was just to play it safe, and it worked.
Jamal, flown under radar so far, but could be one to watch. Jack the lad, who take pole position both time.
I'm going to get that black belt.
Feisty Francesca, who not afraid to speak mind. And rival, ambitious Ella.
I didn't really mind as much, I think, if I went out on the second round, which kind of maybe calmed me down, because at least I got in.
Challenges about to get even tougher. Only 2 brainy will make final test. Table of Supreme Focus, where must move ball with power of mind for chance to win Brain-Jitsu Black Brain Belt. It's time for Level 3. With belt.
Now, we all like to chat, but did you know that using words to communicate is one of the main reasons why our brains have grown so incredibly powerful? And that having a conversation exercises both halves of the brain. Now, if all that's doing your head in, allow me to explain. Imagine you're the trumpet player in an orchestra. Your main focus is on your own notes, but the conductor, well, he has to listen for everyone's notes. It's the same with the brain.
There's the left half, which deals with the details, and there's the right half, which looks at the overall picture.
This next level of training strengthens my brainie's focus by working one half of their brain under pressure. Hey, pump it up!
Room of mental nourishment.
It's our second visit to the Room of Mental Nourishment. Brainies have a choice as to whether they take part or not, but any extra training they do will help them in the next challenge.
Yeah.
For level 3, it's communication.
Brain training. Get into 2 groups. One brainy describes how the blocks fit together. The other group puts them together.
Okay. Well, seems simple enough. So, what do we do?
Don't say that, you're tempting fate.
Those two can't seem to agree about anything.
Can you hear us?
Take a blue square block.
It's got like 4. It's got 4
We've got
square.
it. We've got it.
So, our brainies are in 2 groups. The girls should use the right side of their brains to describe clearly how to build the blocks.
Can you see us?
The boys should use the left side of their brains to concentrate on interpreting those instructions and make the same block.
2 long blocks made out of 4 things, but they're all
Joined together. So, a long
line.
And a long...
Oh, feisty Francesca, clearly not happy that Ella cut her off there.
Now, have you got a thing that looks like a house? It's like a
Got
pentagon.
it. Top thing.
Jamal is trying to keep quiet and listen, but Jack the lad just won't stop asking questions.
It's the thinner
It's the
bit.
flat bit supposed to face us.
It looks like a house on a T.
Okay.
Oi, brainies, quieten down. The key to this training is to talk one at a time and listen to each other. You must work one team. After all, you might be on the other side of the fence in the next challenge.
No, the bit that goes into a...
High time for a training tip.
Use short, clear instructions. Imagine yourself hearing them.
Right, well, for the moment, you should have a blue, quite high square.
Catherine is being very clear with her instructions.
On top of that, there is a yellow double block.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you got any single blocks that are just...
And amazingly, rivals Ella and Francesca are taking turns to talk.
Okay, you need 2 of them and put them beside the yellow blocks.
Got it. Well done.
But Jack the lad still isn't listening. In fact, he's not taking the training very seriously at all.
They've just broken it.
Girls aren't very good at giving instructions. You know why? Because they're girls. 2!
So, Jamal at least tried to listen in the training, and clear communicator Catherine came out on top of the girls. Jack the lad didn't take the training seriously, and ambitious Ella did a lot of shouting. But who'll make it to the next level of the dojo? Time to find out, as our 6 now put the communication training to the test. This level tests how well our brainies can communicate. So, our 6 need to be in teams of 2. The chopsticks will decide the pairs. So, there's Tim and Francesca, Ella and Jack, and Catherine and Jamal, which means one talker and one listener per team. But after all the boy-girl rivalry, will they work well as a team? Jack and Ella certainly don't look too pleased.
As quickly as possible, teams must whack open 6 lanterns containing number that go together to form psalm. Pairs first need to decide who is guider, who is whacker. Whackers will be blindfolded and will be relying on guider to locate lanterns. When all 6 are opened, Brainies stop clock by shouting, Brain-Jitsu! Quicker they whack lanterns, more time they have to pick up numbers and work out sum. When Brainies are happy with answer, hit gong! First 2 teams to provide correct answer get green belts and advance to next level. One Brainie from losing team will be eliminated.
The key to success here is for the guider to use the right side of their brain to follow their teammates' progress and give them clear instructions. For their partner, it's vital they use the left side of their brain to focus on these instructions and nothing else.
Go. 2 steps forward.
So, Artistic Tim and Feisty Francesca are first to test their communication training.
Forward. Whack.
Feisty Francesca certainly living up to her name.
Right.
Her spongy bat has a real power behind it.
Up, whack. Backwards, 3 steps. Whack. Turn around.
Tim is remembering his training well.
Left.
He's using the right side of his brain effectively by giving short, clear instructions.
Whack. Brain-Jitsu.
One final whack and they're done, and they have a good time, 56 seconds. Now, ambitious Ella and Jack the lad.
2 steps forward. Whack. Whack
These
again.
2 look less than thrilled to be paired up. Ella shouted a lot in the training and Jack didn't take it very seriously. Will it affect their performance?
Whack. Whack.
Whack, Jack, whack. This boy is hitting faster than a sumo on reinforced roller skates. He doesn't seem very controlled and is using his brawn a lot more than the left side of his brain.
Whack.
Whoops.
Step to the left.
And again, don't panic, Jack.
Brain-Jitsu.
They finished with a very respectable time of 1 minute and 5 seconds. Now for Catherine and Jamal.
2 small steps forward.
These 2 dive straight in, faster than a Japanese Olympic swimmer. Clear Catherine was exactly that in their training. Her instructions are also good here.
Okay, turn around. 1 to the right. Oh, sorry, 1 to the left.
First problem here.
Forward. Whack.
Clear Catherine getting mixed up there, and it's cost them valuable time.
Brain-Jitsu.
A time of 1 minute 35 for Catherine and Jamal, which means that Tim and Francesca are first to collect their numbers. Here's what our brainies are looking for. Can you work out the answer in your head? All teams are straight back with their numbers, but it's Catherine and Jamal who finish their sum milliseconds before Tim and Francesca. But do the answers add up? 5 plus 10 equals 15. 15 divided by 3 equals 5. Ella and Jack are in last place. And as the other 2 teams have got the correct answer, they must go face to face in the...
Stare off.
Both brainies must use their training to focus their minds on fighting the urge to blink. There's only 1 green belt up for grabs. So who'll blink first and be eliminated? Blinking Nora. Jack the lad has blinked and it's all over. Ella's in and Jack's out. And the boys can't believe it.
Walk of eternal regret.
I think we done well as a team, but at the end, we just weren't quick enough. I feel gutted to be gone in the 3rd round. I really wish I could have gone further.
So, with 4 levels left, it's green brain belts for Timothy, Catherine, Francesca, Jamal and Ella.
In the training, I learned that we had to say things slowly and clearly, which I think really helped me in the task.
I'm feeling very elevated and I feel a bit sorry for Jack, but the show must go on.
Brain-Jitsu!
Level 4. Blue belt!
This fourth level requires our brainees to master a primitive part of the brain called the amygdala, the area that responds to threat. Remember the last time you felt afraid or panicky? Maybe it was on a dark night. Well, that feeling was triggered by the old amygdala. Stress can make you lose focus. Fact. Which is why my brainees must train to keep their emotions under control.
Room of mental nourishment.
We're back in the room of mental nourishment, and it's time for our 5 remaining green belt holders to overcome their fear.
Brain training. Form a circle, pass the disgusting drink around a circle, only passing it on when you've said a different word relating to the last one someone says.
Tell me that's apple juice.
No, I don't think so. After 1 minute, the brainee holding the drink has to drink it.
Ew!
Is that cod liver oil?
Yes, it is cod liver oil. Yummy.
I'm starting. Wheat.
Yeast.
Flour.
Water.
Duck.
Chinese food.
Sweet and sour chicken. That's my favourite.
Ducks.
Oh, Catherine's fear has made her repeat Jamal's word.
Yeah, no, same thing. Come on,
Okay, hold on. Catherine, wait, guys, wait.
These two girls are very bossy. The rules don't say you drink if you get it wrong.
Shout though.
Go.
Hurry up. It just tastes like oily water.
Indian food. What? You just drunk it!
Tim's paid the price for Catherine following Francesca and Ella's rules because the clock was still ticking. And now the gong means a minute's up. Tim has to drink too. I don't know. Training tip time.
Welcome the drink as your friend. It holds the answer.
Hey, friend, shall we have a sleepover next Saturday?
That's not quite what the tip meant, Ella. Try to imagine the drink as something nice like a chocolate milkshake and you'll stay calm. If you're afraid of the drink, it'll cloud your focus.
Egg.
Chickens.
Birds.
If you practice this technique at home, it will allow you to keep your emotions under control, stop you from panicking and help you focus better in situations like exams.
Steve Austin.
Oh, that's another minute up and Jamal has to drink.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Drink.
Make sure it's actually
It's oily.
You didn't bank it.
I think the tip is actually quite good,
But also, it's easier said than done.
yeah.
I'm not especially nervous about the next task because I was quite nervous of drinking the cod liver oil.
Clear Catherine conquered her fear of the drink, but can she tame her amygdala for the next task? And will ambitious Ella be able to fight her fears and not just talk about it? There's only one way to find out, as our 5 must now put their brain training to the test.
Creepy crawly word grab.
This level, real test of mind over matter for brainees and will push them to really overcome their fear. Underneath the creepy crawlies lie an assortment of letters worth different points. Brainees have just 1 minute to plunge hands into tank and pick out up to 7 letters each. They then have a further minute to make higher scoring word they can.
To do well, my brainees must block out the signals coming from their amygdala and ignore the creepy crawlies. The quicker they combat their fear, the more time they'll have to pick out the high-scoring letters. Underneath the pile of mealworms are an extra 5 golden letters. If our brainees manage to use one in their word, they'll double the score. Feisty Francesca isn't looking so feisty as she gingerly puts her hand in the mealworms.
Oh God, it's like noodles.
Ambitious Ella's amygdala's working overtime. She hasn't put her hand in at all yet. Artistic Timothy, Jamal and Claire Catherine were all pretty good in the training, and here all three seem focused on the challenge, not the creepy crawlies. Ella said that overcoming your fears was easier said than done, and that certainly seems to be true in her case. She's making a right fuss. The gong means that their minute is up, and Ella can't believe the time has gone so soon. Now, our brainies have another minute to make the longest word they can out of the letters they've collected. See if you can make a word from the anagram on the screen now. So, how have our green belt holders fared?
Handy.
Those 12 points will come in very handy for seeing you through to the next round, Timothy. Well done.
Hope.
8 points for Catherine. Let's hope it gets her to level 5.
Rat.
A golden letter means 6 points for Francesca, but will rat be enough?
Pay.
Jamal's 8 points puts pay to any chance of his elimination, so Francesca's blue belt rests on rival Ella's score.
Ego.
These two girls' egos have been bristling since they entered the dojo. You can see ambitious Ella is relieved to have got any word at all. But sadly, with only 4 points against 6, Francesca's in and Ella is out. She's gutted, but her rival couldn't be happier.
Walk of eternal regret.
That last task went wrong because I pulled out too many of the same letters and I was a bit afraid of all the bugs. I think Timothy's going to win Brain-Jitsu because he's quite confident.
So, with only 3 levels to go, Timothy, Catherine, Francesca and Jamal proudly wear their blue brain belts.
The training helped soothe my nerves because we knew that this wasn't going to be much worse than cod liver oil.
I just scraped past by the skin of my teeth.
Brain-Jitsu! Brainy, not so brainy.
Who's the clever clogs and whose brain needs a lot more training? Bridges, aren't they brilliant? Well, he thought so. Isambard Kingdom Brunel, Britain's most famous engineer and builder of some of the greatest bridges, tunnels and ships in the world, including this, the Clifton Suspension Bridge in Bristol, which spans over 700 feet. Spantastic! Now, this bridge, the Millennium Bridge, opened in 2000 and cost over 18 million smackaroos. Problem was that people started complaining it was unstable. Some even felt seasick, which led to it being rechristened the Wobbly Bridge. It all turned out okay because the designers went and fixed it. Don't you just love a happy ending? Brainy, Brunel. Not so brainy, Millennium Bridge.
Brain-Jitsu!
Tension in Brain-Jitsu Dojo mounting. Now, just 4 young hopeful remain to compete under watchful eye of Shihan. Clear Catherine, who excel in communication training. Artistic Tim, who first placed last round.
Yeah, I'm feeling really relieved that it wasn't me that went out.
Jamal, one cool customer who's steadily making his way towards black belt. And feisty Francesca.
If it wasn't that I got a golden letter, I'd be out right now.
Only 2 brainy will make final test. Table of Supreme Focus, where must move ball with power of mind. Brain-Jitsu black brain belt is within grasp. Is the time for level 5. Red belt!
Now, if you've just taken up competitive bog snorkeling, then you might be interested to know that your new hobby is doing wonders for the old grey matter, exercising both the thinking part of the brain, the cerebrum, and the doing part, the cerebellum. You see, doing new things increases the flow of blood into your head, which keeps your brain cells topped up with the oxygen they need to perform at their best. So, in level 5, my brainies are going to be challenged to learn new skills. Now, you can speed up how quickly the brain takes in new stuff. And this is what our brainies are going to train for now.
Room of mental nourishment.
It's our brainies' 4th visit to the room of mental nourishment, and for this brain training exercise, they're going to be really working their brains by learning something new.
Brain training. Flip and catch as many drinks coasters as you can. Like this one.
You got it. Okay, wait. Ah. Oh, I'm really bad at this.
I don't think any of us can do it.
It's great.
You're right, Tim. No one's showing any real coaster-catching talent, but this task needs to be hard, so the thinking part of your brain and the doing part of your brain are equally pushed.
Oh my god, no! We can't even do it with one. How are we supposed to be doing it with two? It's very frustrating. Oh, wait, we need a tip. Okay.
Tip. Approach this positively. Laugh out loud for 30 seconds.
That is officially the weirdest tip I've ever heard.
That's creepy.
That's creepy.
That's not you, is it?
Weird it may be, Francesca, but laughing and staying positive really can help when you're learning a new skill. If you don't get frustrated and tell yourself you can do it, you're much more likely to be successful. So, our brainies have had a go at the giggles, but will it help them with their newfangled flipping skill? It seems to have worked for artistic Timothy. And Jamal's doing well too. Feisty Francesca's doing okay, but clear Catherine just can't seem to get it.
I think, yeah, you can do it always. I'm doing it now.
Finally, she gets one.
The tip was to think positive thoughts and try and laugh out loud for 30 seconds. I don't think it was at all useful for flipping coasters.
So, the boys both did well with their new skill, but can they take their training with them into the dojo? Catherine really struggled with this physical task. Will she fare better in the challenge? Only time will tell, as our four must now put their training to the test to learn a new skill for their red brain belt.
Chop, chop, don't drop.
To win Red Brain Belt, Brainees must remain mentally confident as they learn new physical skill. Remaining four must keep ball in airflow and guide it along obstacle course, through hoops and into basket. It is race against clock, but Brainees must remain confident. There is 5-second penalty every time ball drops. Brainy with slowest time will be eliminated.
The tip for my Brainees in this next task is to remain calm and think positive thoughts. Giving in to frustration will only lessen their focus and slow them up. The atmosphere in the dojo is hotter than sweet chilli sauce as our four remaining Brainees start the course. They must achieve mental focus to master this new physical skill. Artistic Timothy is first up. He did well in the training. Will he be able to master his mind to control his body under pressure? This is sensational. The better he does, the more mental confidence Tim has. That was textbook. A perfect run. That's sure to get Tim the red. Now, clear Catherine. Catherine didn't do well in the training and she's struggling here. She mustn't let her mistakes knock her confidence, but should stay mentally positive and focused to master this new physical skill. You can see the frustration on her face. Her confidence is more fragile than rice paper. Oh, a disastrous ending, and Catherine doesn't look happy. Next up, feisty Francesca. Francesca can't seem to get off the starting blocks. In spite of her mistake, she must remain mentally confident and in control of her body. She's got it now. One mistake on the basket and she's finished. Finally, Jamal. Jamal's ball is jumping around more than a bouncy sushi ball. He doesn't really look in control. He must focus his mind and believe he can do it. Oh, an excellent ending. But who'll be eliminated? Time for the results. Timothy, 34 seconds and no penalties. That's got to be a record. Catherine, 2 minutes and 12 penalties, so that's 3 minutes in total. Francesca, 47 seconds and 5 penalties. So that's 1 minute 12 in total. Catherine's red belt all hangs on Jamal's total time. 58 seconds with 6 penalties. 1 minute 28 in total. So that's 2 wins in a row for Artistic Timothy. He's looking unstoppable. But for Catherine, it's curtains.
Walk of eternal regret.
Being out of Brain-Jitsu, I feel a little bit disappointed because I was very curious about what the other tasks were going to be about. But I'm quite pleased because I haven't done too badly. I think Timothy's probably going to win because in nearly every other challenge, he's come either first or second.
So, with only 2 levels left, Timothy, Francesca and Jamal stand proud in red.
If my feelings were on a scale of 1 to 10 now, I'd probably be 11. And as long as I stay cool, calm and collected, I reckon that black belt's mine.
Even though I came third, I still have a big chance of getting the black belt.
Brain-Jitsu.
Level 6, prawn boat!
It's this level which will decide which 2 of my remaining brainees will go on to battle it out
for the black belt.
Now, imagine you're in your school play. As well as lines to remember and moving around on stage, there's also the audience watching you. It's remembering stuff under pressure like this that level 6 is all about. It centres around 3 areas of the brain. The seeing part, the occipital lobes, the memory part, the temporal lobes, and the movement part, the cerebellum. To the max.
Room of mental nourishment.
With only 3 brainees remaining, this penultimate brain training challenge is all about improving their memory.
Brain training. Memorise the sequence of the colours.
Okay.
So in this task, our 3 remaining red belt holders are exercising their occipital lobes, or seeing part of their brain, and their temporal lobes, the memory bank.
Okay, you go. Jamal.
I haven't learned it yet.
Jamal, you go first.
Green, red, blue, yellow, purple, silver, green, purple. That's all I know.
Okay, that's your turn, Tim.
Green, red, blue, yellow, purple, silver, green, purple, red, orange, green, silver.
Okay.
Is no one going to tell Tim he did well? Obviously not.
Green, red, blue, yellow, purple, silver, green, purple, red, orange, green, silver. How did I do? Real mature. Real mature.
We're boys.
Come on, training tip time.
Tip. Create a song linking the colours together.
Well, like, that actually makes sense. Well, guys, if we're going to try this out, we should probably swap these bananas around.
Memory tests like this are a great way of training your brain. Next time you're going shopping, create a song out of your list and see if you can remember everything on it.
Green, silver, red, yellow.
Guys, you do realise that, like, none of us are using the tip?
They haven't exactly embraced the musical tip, but it's time to test.
Green, silver, red, yellow, grey, purple, blue, red, something, orange, purple. Oh, no, red, purple, orange.
Francesca did okay, but will Tim's temporal lobe serve him better?
Green, silver, red and yellow. Something or other. Now I'm stuck.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps not.
Green, silver, red and yellow, silver.
Not that impressive, Jamal, I'm afraid.
I hope the next task doesn't involve memory.
Hate to break it to you, Tim.
Based on the training, I think who should be eliminated is probably me.
In my head, I was thinking of the rainbow song, but I kept on getting mixed up between the real rainbow colours and the sequence.
The person with the best memory of the first game was Francesca. Well, in the second one, I think I was slightly better.
I think Jamal's gone bananas because, quite frankly, Frankie was way better at the training than either of the boys. Can she master her memory for the next challenge? Or will Jamal's confidence see him through to the table of supreme focus? Only time will tell, as our final three must now put their memory training to the test to win the Brown Brain belt and secure their place in the final.
Super Memory Dizzy Dash.
Each brainee is spun round on dizzy wheel a total of 10 times. Their task, to use all their power of focus to memorize 5 images in front of them. Then race against clock to cross balancing beam and collect same 5 images from 10 hanging above them. Then must arrange images in reverse order. When they are happy with their selection, a hit of gong stops clock.
My tip for the Brainies is to keep focused on the main objective and use their training to link the 5 images together. So, our final three brave the wheel to compete for their Brown Brain belts and for a chance to triumph over the table of supreme focus. It's time to spin. Will the mirror training help our Brainies ignore the effects of the wheel and memorise the images? The order they are looking for is at the bottom of the screen now. Artistic Tim is first up. He didn't do so well in the training. Can he master his memory when it matters? Oops, the dizziness has made him a little bit unsteady. Not only are our Brainies under pressure as they race against the clock, but they have to fight the dizziness to collect only the 5 images they saw from the 10 hanging above them. Then they have to arrange those images in reverse order. Every image they get wrong is a 5-second penalty. The Brainie with the slowest time will be eliminated from the dojo. Tim's changed his mind about the pencil. He should have gone with his instincts because he was right first time. Now feisty Francesca. Her training is paying off. She's flying through the course like a Japanese jet plane. Don't forget, this challenge decides which 2 Brainies go through to the final round, the table of supreme focus. Chili chicken ramen. She's already finished and she's spot on with the order. Bow down to the memory master. Finally, Jamal gets his turn on the wheel. Jamal thought he was better in the training than he actually was. Can he live up to his own hype? He looks so dizzy, his eyes are rolling more than a Japanese pastry chef. Jamal seems to be stuck. Perhaps if Jamal had listened to the training tip, he could have made up a tune and memorised the pictures better. His memory is clearly a bit sketchy about whether to pick the pencil. He's finally finished and the order looks good. But will he be fast enough to secure his place in the final? Time for the results. Tim, 1 minute 16 and 3 penalties. A total time of 1 minute 31. Francesca, 42 seconds and no penalties. A superb round for her. Tim's place in the final rests on Jamal's time. No penalties, but with a time of 1 minute 42 seconds, it isn't fast enough to get the brown. Tim's in and Jamal is out.
Oh, yes.
Walk of Eternal Regret.
The spinning was a big distraction because I missed the balloon when I was walking forward because I was so dazed. I think that Tim will win the black belt because he's more calm and focused than Francesca.
So, with only 1 level to go, it leaves just Artistic Timothy and Feisty Francesca to wear the Brown Brain belts in preparation for the final.
I'm really, really relieved because I really, really want to get that black belt. I'm gonna just have to stay focused. I'm just gonna give it my all.
I think I still feel focused, but I'm still rather nervous as well.
Brain-Jitsu.
8 young hopeful arrive at Brain Training Dojo to fight for Brain-Jitsu Black Brain Belt. As challenges got tougher, Brainee get fewer. Some lack speed. Others lost focus. One by one, they have been eliminated until just one boy, one girl remain. Feisty Francesca, who is walking advert for girl power.
I'm gonna just have to stay focused. Just gonna give my all.
And artistic Timothy, whose reality check in level 2 made him take competition seriously.
This is the final round. This is the difference between the black belt and going home.
But who will use brain training to the max to win final challenge? Level 7, black belt!
So, this is it. Between my two remaining brainies and the black belt stands Brain-Jitsu's ultimate challenge. A mental duel that is head-to-head in every sense. The battlefield? A table. But not just any table. For this, my friends, is the table of supreme focus, where our two brainies will attempt to move a ball across the table using only the power of their mind. By getting this far, they've already demonstrated mental control under many different types of pressure. But now they must learn to focus their minds by entering a state of total calm. To prepare them, my two finalists will need to get into the zone.
Room of mental nourishment. Yes!
We welcome Feisty Francesca and Artistic Timothy to the final room of mental nourishment. For this task, our brainies must bring together all their training to achieve ultimate focus.
Brain training. Mentally prepare yourself for the final task. Don't let the sounds put you off.
Francesca seems to be finding it hard to concentrate. But Tim has found his centre.
That wasn't that hard, was it?
It's doing my ears in.
As Francesca is struggling, here's a training tip.
Visualise and focus on somewhere you feel happy and calm.
Tim is looking relaxed and calm again. Has Francesca finally found her focus?
As long as I stay cool, calm and collected, I reckon that black belt's mine.
I'm really, really relieved because I really, really want to get that black belt. I'm just going to give it my all.
Yeah, I think it helps to like picture somewhere calm and like where there's no noise and everything.
I am quite prepared. I would have liked to be able to do that without the noise for a bit, but, you know.
Will Artistic Tim win it for the boys, or can Feisty Francesca bring back girl power? Let's find out.
Table of supreme focus.
Rules are simple. Each brainy must push ball to the opponent's end of table using only power of mind. Sensors in brainy's headbands measure brainwaves. This is converted into electrical signal, which moves ball. More focused mind, stronger signal, and faster ball will travel. See how brainies are doing on this readout. 2 lines represent each player's brainwaves. Lower the line, more concentrated their mind.
To make sure this is the test of all tests, our brainies must win the best of 3 rounds. So, this is the big one. If they're to succeed, our 2 finalists must use all their brain training to enter their zone of absolute focus. This is the reason they came to the dojo. This is the moment they've been training for. The she hand starts them off and the mind race is on. Feisty Francesca has control of the ball. You can see her black brainwave line is lower than Tim's green one. Hey, but it's close. Tim's taken control. But Francesca has pulled it back again. Mental mastery, this is tight. But Tim's regained control and now the ball is hurtling towards his opponent's end. His green brainwave line is straight and low, showing his mind is very focused. Ho-ho! So it's round 1 to Artistic Timothy. But that was a real mind duel. Francesca almost had it. Can she even the score in the second round? Tim is first to move the ball. His green brainwave line is only slightly lower than Feisty Francesca's black one, but it's enough for him to have control. Francesca is putting up a good fight. This competition is tighter than 2 sumos in a phone box. Can she get it back? Can she find that focus to make it a 3-round battle? No, that's it. It's all over. It's a triumph for Artistic Tim. He's proved himself a true master of the mind and worthy winner of the black belt of Brain-Jitsu.
To win the Brain-Jitsu black belt, it feels amazing and it means so much to me. After doing all my training and getting through all these tasks, it's definitely been worth it.
Glory for one brings disappointment for another. She fought valiantly, but now Feisty Francesca must leave the dojo.
Walk of eternal regret.
I'm really quite disappointed because I think if I could have calmed down, I would have come on top a little bit. I think Tim probably won because he just stared at one place and he just didn't let anything kind of deter him.
Feisty Francesca fought a good fight, but Artistic Timothy came out on top. He nearly went out in level 2 after doodling his way through the training, but the shock of near elimination jolted him into taking the competition seriously, and he excelled, beating Francesca 2 rounds to 0 in the final challenge.
Through Brain-Jitsu, what I've learned is definitely I've built up my self-confidence loads, and it's just winning, it's just amazing.
Our journey has come to an end. Another brainee has proven themselves worthy to wear the Brain-Jitsu black belt. But while Brain-Jitsu might represent the most extreme form of brain training, its philosophy can be shared by all. Each and every one of you has it in your power to grow your mind. All it takes is dedication and practice. This has been
Brain-Jitsu.
This is CBBC Super Summer Mashup. We need you. Who, them? Yes, them. To go over to our website and get creative. Mix it. Move it. Mash it. Make it and remix it all over again. Create your very own Super Summer CBBC logo movie. You've mashed it. Now mail it. Each week, we'll even put some on TV. So what are you waiting for? Go over to the CBBC website, click on Create, and get mashing.
This is as close as we get to a genuine dinosaur.
Imagine you're watching telly. You're really getting into a brilliant show. And suddenly, you remember you're supposed to be at football like 10 minutes ago. Nightmare! Well, don't worry. You don't have to miss out. Go to our website and click on CBBC iPlayer. You'll find all the CBBC programmes from the last 7 days, right there on your computer. So you can watch the stuff you love at the time that suits you. CBBC iPlayer puts you in control.
Watch out! The CBBC Super Summer is coming!
Let's get this party started!
It's really good fun!
Stand back!
It's here!
This is the perfect mission.
You, make the noises.
It's the big one.
That stinks!
Super laughs, superheroes, superstars. The CBBC Super Summer starts today and continues all summer long.
Welcome to my blast lab.
Picture the scene. You're watching telly and the phone rings. It's your best mate asking if you want to go bowling. Of course you do. But you don't want to miss your favourite show. Well, relax. Now you can do both. If you go to our website and click on CBBC iPlayer, you'll find all the CBBC programmes from the last 7 days right there on your computer. That way you can watch the stuff you love when you want. CBBC iPlayer puts you in control.